Hey, just when you thought you were friends with the Maygay, three come along at once. Now you need to excuse my head hold. I've got three boards here for Ben Oldbury. This one, I'll had a look at them all last night. This one here, I think is going to be a donor board. I've actually had these for a while, but it's kind of real life got in the way and other things got in the way. But got a bit of time to look at them now. This one's going to be a donor board. There's actually not much wrong with it visually. It's actually quite clean. All three of these are quite clean. No battery damage in any of them. But this one's got a bit of residue on it, which makes it look a bit ugly. Plus, it's missing the 805 one up there, and I don't have an 89S5 one to put in its place. I don't have the original 805 one either, so this one's going to be a parts board. We'll put this one off to one side. It's not going to get scrapped. It's just going to borrow a couple of bits off it to get other boards running, and then we'll come back to it. Right, this one. I'll get this one connected up. I know what's wrong with all three of these. This one here. Initially, when you first power it up, it's got no clock. And then if you look up there, the clock starts. And then, right, watch this. I've got a pin cut here. I've got pin 11 of U6 cut here. You can just about see it up there. Right, watch. See? See? There's a problem with U6 and there's a problem in the reset circuit with that one. So, we shall take U6 off of here and put it on here. I could, I suppose, do it the other way around. I suppose I could put that custom for there and put it on there. But no, I think I'll take U6 off and put it on here. U6 has been replaced, but that doesn't look genuine. What makes me think it's not genuine is the print rubbed off the top of it when I was working on it there, so the print shouldn't rub off those chips. Now this third one here actually starts and runs, but you can't see anything. It does stay out of reset. Hold on. It does stay out of reset. I go to pin 4498 for 7. See? We're out of reset, but if I probe that pin there, that's pin 12, I believe. Yep, pin 12, D1. D1's floating. So this board is starting up, but it's obviously going to be failing the RAM test because D1's floating. So that's got a broken trace. So I shall make a start on that one. Just quickly looking underneath. That RAM's been replaced. So I'm suspecting we have a broken trace or a broken pad right there. We do have a whole load of the capacitors are missing as well, but it looks like they've just come off. Some of that white residue on this one as well, but it looks like these capacitors have just come off. They've been torn off and it's been in storage. Yeah, I don't think this one's far away from working. Yep, meters out on the table here, and there's no joint between there and there. Maygay boards are actually pretty helpful when you've got them upside down. If you're ever wondering what pin's what, pin 1 is always square on these boards. So the pad for pin 1 is always square and then the rest are round. So you can identify that that's going that way when you walk around there. So that is pin 12, 14, 13, 12. Also, when you're working on Maygay boards, check the continuity. If you've got a broken pad at the RAM on a data line, check the continuity between there and all the other data lines. Basically what I found is that the break's somewhere around here because D1 is missing from this entire side of the board. It wasn't appearing at any of the 374s used for the real drive. It wasn't appearing at the program card. but it was appearing at the CPU. So join between there, and that should restore D1 to here. As you can hear from there, whoops, I'm absolutely rubbish at this one-handed stuff. You get the idea. D1's back. I got rid of the capacitor across here as well because it was hanging off. But, let's see. There we go. That's the first one. So, it looks like it was just that one broken trace between there and there. So we'll let this run for a wee 20 minutes. So that's been running a good 25-30 minutes now, and it's absolutely fine. So, now, we'll move on to that one. Right, this is the board with the missing 8051. I'm going to nick some parts off it. I just noticed that. I wonder if that's the reason it's not booting up. I mean, the traces might be fine, but I don't think the through holes will be. Now what's happened there is that's not corrosion on that board itself. That board's been sitting on top of another one with a corrosion. So the battery damage from one, the alkaline of the battery has gassed onto this board that was probably sitting on top. Probably, if you imagine that solders the battery, the board's been sitting like that. But anyways, where are we? U6 looks alright. So we'll have that. And Q1 and Q4 as well. So I'm in the middle of cleaning this up. I just noticed that the board is burnt. See how it's blistered there around about U6? Somebody's applied far too much heat there when they've been soldering that U-chip down. You have to be careful not to burn the board because you can delaminate it. You can peel layers off, and although that's okay here, that can, in this case, that can lift through holes and stuff and cause you all sorts of problems. Right, I replaced U6 there. See, it's a genuine part now. The alcohol doesn't rub off the print. Q1 and Q4, and it worked for about 3 seconds and then froze up with the reset stuck low. But I checked this 556 and it was hot and doing nothing, so replaced it. And there we go. So that's 2 for 2, and I think this is about time to bring the reels down. But before I do that, I'm going to release this video. This is going to be part 1 of a 2-part video. Part 2 will be probably having a look at the board we're affectionately calling the socket board, because every single part is in sockets. And also playtesting that and this. But I want to get this out there now so I can show you what I did to fix this and what I did to fix that. So, this is to be continued. This one was, as suspected, a bad U6 and a bad U27, bad Q4. Replaced Q1 because I'd cut it out anyway to test. Well, I'm going to modify this test card of mine so that I never need to do that again. And that one over there was just a bad trace. And possibly a bad RAM capacitor as well, because it was doing funny things with the capacitor on. But yeah, that's where we are for the minute. So, I'll see about getting the reels down tonight, and if I don't get them down tonight, I'll get them down tomorrow. Alright, bye bye for now.